Welcome back. We are in North Yorkshire, and as landscapes go, this place has got just about everything. There are hills and dales, there are moors, and of course a stunning coast. But what if you were one of those people for whom all this is just one step too far? These visitors would not be out here today enjoying Britain's back garden if it wasn't for the passion and tireless efforts of one man. Open Country, his little charity in Harrogate, is devoted to getting anyone with a disability out into the countryside where they get up to all manner of things. So what happens, David, on a typical day?
Well, I think the thing about Open Country is there isn't a typical day. We'll be doing a lecture in the morning, fixing a bike in the afternoon and going out doing archery in the evening. It's a very unique job.
Tell me about the tandem.
Are you ready, Mark? Yeah.
The tandems was so that some of our members who had disabilities, which meant they couldn't ride a solo bike, could still experience the thrills of tandeming. So we pair them up with an able-bodied front rider, and then the disabled person goes on the back. But I mean, there the differences end. It's a team effort, and woe betide the stoker, as the rear rider is called, who doesn't pull their weight. So it is a real buzz of two people working together.
What sort of people do you help?
Really, the whole range of disability, people with mobility issues, wheelchair users, people with learning disabilities, mental health issues, and visual impairments.
What's the big satisfaction?
It's little things, you know, just maybe, you know, cycling with somebody who's not ridden a bike for 30 years, and maybe somebody who isn't terribly articulate just turning to you and just saying, I feel free. It's little things like that that you come to realise over time actually means such a lot.
What's the potholes? So tell me, Alistair, what sort of things do you do when you come out into the countryside?
I go walking. I'm visually impaired, so it's important for me to get nice smells and the different senses of texture and stuff.
Go! Hey!
Ow.
Go, Marissa! What about you? What do you do when you come out into the countryside?
I usually do like the long walking weekends. I do cycling.
That cycling looks very energetic.
It's very good. It's very good because I'm diabetic and it's quite good for my health.
Is it?
Yeah, like exercise, walking and cycling is good for diabetic people.
So how important is it to get out here and just get your lungs full of this really good air?
It's very important because I don't get out that very often, and it's quite good that we found Open Country when we did, because I wouldn't have been stuck at home.
You'd have been stuck at home?
Doing, you know, sat on computer and stuff, and like going out walking and enjoying what's out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What would you be doing if you weren't coming out into the countryside?
Just staying at home and things like that. But Open Country, they've opened up a great thing for me and stuff, like say the walking weekend and tandems 2 nights a week or things like that.
I think everyone involved with the charity thinks that a day in the great outdoors is a good day. A day spent indoors is largely a wasted day. And if you can help people who otherwise wouldn't be able to get out to the countryside to share that passion, well, that's the icing on the cake, isn't it? Oh, that's a lovely male, that one. See, pond dipping is one of the things we do to get people closer to wildlife. I think enjoying and discovering wildlife permeates everything we do. So on other days we might go badger watching or looking at peregrine falcons, but they're always at some distance away. Whereas pond dipping, you can actually have the creature for a short time, so it doesn't harm the creature, actually in the palm of your hand.
So it's a real contact with nature?
That's right, you can't get much closer than that.
Seems to me you have a really good time when you come out here.
It's brilliant, yes, yeah. It's getting out to different places that I'd never be able to get to on my own.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't go out. It's just nice meeting other people. Yes.
Have you found anything in the pond?
Yes.
What did you find?
I think I found 3 newts. Yes.
How many newts have you found?
Oh, maybe 2.
2, right.
Couple of pond skaters and all that. So,
Is that a good day or a bad day?
mate, That's a good day.
Do you enjoy coming out on these jaunts?
Oh, certainly do.
Yeah.
Certainly do. We've made so good many friends and everything, gotten out and about, and I really do enjoy going out with them.
How does it feel when you get home?
Relax.
Well, it's just nice to have been out and done something different instead of just staying in looking at four walls.
That's what you do otherwise, is it? You'd be inside.
Yeah. Yes, I never used to go out anywhere till I started going out with Open Country, and then obviously since I've got the dog as well, I started going out with her a little bit, but mainly, it's Open Country.
You're used to all this because you live here.
Yeah.
But there is something about this bit of North Yorkshire. It's just fantastic, isn't it?
So beautiful.
Oh, it's absolutely,
Yeah.
What do you think?
absolutely fantastic.
What do you think it is?
Oh, fresh air, the scenery, the dales, and then you've got the North Yorkshire moors as well, so it's absolutely fantastic.
How do you feel when you get home after a day out here?
I feel all like, all tired out and, all happy, and I've met new people and, been out in the countryside.
So you feel all tired out, but in a good way?
But yeah, definitely in a good way, it's not in a bad way.